MC Mack, do you remember when I was so simple then?
You talking about like back in the days, you know what I'm saying? We can take a walk down memory lane. On this one, I'm
do you remember? I remember we was all young. We all used to have real fun. Do you remember? We all used to go and hit the mall, thinking who gon' find the finest bras. I remember we was all young. We all used to have real fun. Do you remember? We all used to go and hit the mall, thinking who gon' find the finest bras.
Get drunk on stage. Do you remember ride on go things? Do you remember the all Memphis, man? Do you remember the Studio G? Do you remember Club 3AE? Do you remember Birds on the Hill? Do you remember shootouts on wheels? Do you remember like back in the days when I think of all the crazy shit we did to get paid? Plotting up a stain while standing in the rain when the train came, man. Caught the brand new J's. Do you remember the Club D&D? In the parking lot probably was a place to be. Driving around, bucking wild, trying to give me something down. Hit the brake, skirt out face while I smoke a tree. Do you remember catch a girl, get a girl? Do you remember Big Pack and Zerls? Do you remember St. Ives Red Dog, Lil C's and the Raleigh Spring Mall? Do you remember the Green Machine, Big Wheels and Chasing Dreams? Do you remember the Way Nouveau, Unisex and Club Expo? You remember?
I remember we was all young. We all used to have real fun. Do you remember? We all used to go and hit the mall, thinking who gon' find the finest bras.
Do you remember like back in the days? Do you remember get drunk on stage? Do you remember ride on go things? Do you remember the all Memphis, man? Do you remember the Studio G? Do you remember Club 3AE? Do you remember Birds on the Hill? Do you remember shootouts on wheels? Do you remember like a 96 Black College Beach Week Bill Street Freak Nick? Do you remember the skating ring Crystal Palace trying to get the finest ball that's thick? Do you remember getting caught cutting school shooting dice in the study hall breaking them rules? Do you remember Atari Nintendo fools got the fight next day we cool? Do you remember riding whipped and gold? Do you remember riding bones and bows? Do you remember them Chevy things pop out wheels start a ghost got stole? Do you remember the club excite? Do you remember wanna be like Mike? Do you remember sporting gangster nights at talent shows and British nights? Do you remember?
I remember we was all young. We all used to have real fun. Do you remember? We all used to go and hit the mall, thinking who gon' find the finest bras.
Do you remember acting fool in class? Do you remember getting suspended fast? Do you remember when skies was blue? Do you remember the whole crew was cool? Do you remember hide and go seek? Do you remember football in the street? Do you remember Adventure River and parties at the Cook Convention Center? Do you remember jump and grab? Do you remember going half on a bag? Do you remember Big Star Jefferson Ward, Osco drugs and scats? Do you remember Liberty Land, Channel 5 wrestling and damaged pants? Do you remember Hawaiian silk and do you remember drinking powdered milk? Do you remember the gangster walk? Do you remember your very first yacht? Do you remember first whip you bought? Do you remember running from the law? Do you remember getting sent to your room? Do you remember Saturday cartoons? Do you remember the candy lady? Do you remember field days in June? And do you remember like back in the days? Do you remember getting drunk on stage? Do you remember riding on go things? Do you remember the all Memphis, man? Do you remember the Studio G? Do you remember Club 3AE? Do you remember Birds on the Hill? Do you remember shootouts on wheels?
Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore, but sometimes I sit and wish I was a kid again. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore, but sometimes I sit and wish I was a kid again.
To have real fun. Do you remember?